A lot of times my husband and I like to come out and take the dogs for a walk, and of course I've mentioned that in my previous videos. And sometimes we talk about different things. We sit out here and talk about a lot of different things, and I just wanted to share some things with you that we have been reading out of a book I had.
Brownie, we love Mama. Baby, we love Mama. Bullet, we love Mama. We do, Daddy, but I don't know what's going on right now.
I think this was an interesting thing that Ruth Hurmence Green wrote about. It says here in Book of Ruth, chapter 10, Gideon Exposed. Has anyone ever wondered what qualities of Gideon inspired the Gideon Bible Society to appropriate his name? The answer to be found in Judges chapters 6 through 9 is representative of Bible content which caused Thomas Paine to call the Holy Book a history of wickedness. Gideon was the typical God-approved hero of one of the many brutal Old Testament war narratives. One of the inhumanly cruel leaders of the rapacious Hebrew invaders of Canaan, ordered by the Lord to annihilate 7 nations and, quote, leave none breathing, unquote. Gideon was designated by the Christian God to be one of the many saviors of the Old Testament Jews. The Lord weaves many a tangled web as he manipulates his chosen people, thus necessitating their rescue from the hands of enemies he has allowed to conquer them whenever they falter in loyalty to him. After a fabulous series of angelic visits, meaningless sacrifices, and miraculous occurrences, coupled with the sly plotting of an egotistical but insecure Lord, Gideon caused multitudes, never were there so many multitudes as to be found in the pages of the Bible, of Midianites and Amalekites to flee before only 300 men of Israel, after slaughtering 120,000 men who drew swords. Gideon triumphantly accepted the heads of 2 Midian princes. In the process of pleasing the Lord by doing away with 15,000 more idol worshippers, Gideon ordered his firstborn to slay 2 Midian kings. When the sun declined out of fear, he was after all very young, Gideon executed them himself on his way to the performance of another satisfying chore. He had vowed to torture the men of Succoth and lay all men of Penuel because they had taunted him and refused to feed the Israel army, and Gideon was a man of his word. Finally, Gideon initiated a plan to reward the Lord for his assistance in the campaign and ordered his men to give him the golden earrings of their victims, which he added to the booty he had personally torn from the bodies of the 2 kings and from the necks of their camels. All of this he melted down to make an ephod, which, alas, then became a snare, turning Gideon and his house of 71 sons into Baal devotees. His son Abimelech grew up to be the killer of 69 of his half-brothers in Gideon's own domicile. And in most hotel rooms, people always have the Gideon Bible. And it's just another example of how people really don't know things about the Bibles that are sitting in front of them. So that's Gideon Exposed. Okay. Have a good day. Bye for now.